So a new study shows that 11% of high school seniors report using Delta-8, which is sometimes referred to as weed-lite or diet weed. It's sold in candy, chips, cereals, drinks, many other edible products. And unlike most THC products in Florida, these can be bought without a medical marijuana card. Both the CDC and FDA say that they have been linked to thousands of poisonings. Mike McCormick is with Florida Poison Control and is joining us this morning. Mike, good morning. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
Good morning.
It is, this is an important week, highlighted really by Florida Poison Control as a week to remind people, but we need to remind them all year, right? And the reality is there are a lot of parents who are just not familiar with Delta-8. So would you first explain what it is?
Sure, and it is National Poison Prevention Week, so the study kind of hit at the right time. But Delta-8 is made from the hemp plant. And so this confuses a lot of people because both hemp and marijuana come from the cannabis plant. But it has to do with the chemical makeup inside them when they come out. One gets clarified as hemp, the other gets designated as marijuana. Delta-8 is very similar to Delta-9. Delta-9 is what we think of as the psychoactive ingredient in marijuana. They're cousins. If I drew the chemical structure for you, it looks almost identical. So it is supposed to be a little less potent than Delta-9, but because the Agriculture Act oversees hemp, it is allowed to be sold without any sort of medical marijuana card or so forth.
And then as a result of that, do you think then teenagers in particular just assume, hey, if I can go in and just buy it, then it must be okay and I can take whatever I want?
Well, it's not just teenagers,
yeah.
It's adults, and then we have the side effect that it falls to children. But the problem with that is these products, even though they are food, they're drinks, they're edibles, they're candies, they are not studied by the FDA. Because this is under the Farm Bill, so it falls under the Agriculture Department. So when independent testing has been done, they found things like pesticides that were used to grow the hemp, mold that was on the hemp, heavy metals have made it through to the final products. And then in addition, these are synthetically made Delta-8 because there's very little Delta-8 actually in the plant. So basically the chemical structure is being copied to go into this, so sometimes it's more potent than it's supposed to be.
Yeah, so who knows what you're taking at the end of it, because there isn't anyone who's looking closely like the FDA and making sure that what the label says is what's actually in it. The other thing, and I know that we had some video from earlier, I mean, the packaging on this makes it look like it's candy. I mean, you could see how a parent would walk into their high school senior or high school's child's bedroom and look at something like this and think, oh, it's just candy, and not give it any thought.
So here's what's interesting. In Florida, we actually passed a law that went into effect in July that changed the laws on packaging. And the Agriculture Department in the state of Florida went out and started raiding stores. They called it Operation Candy Crush, and removed items from the shelves that had the packaging. Well, July through November, we actually saw our trend go down for the first time in 6 years, but new packages have come back out, they're back on the shelves, and the numbers are going back up again. And the key is that these can end up in places because people don't consider them like medicine because they're sold over the counter in gas stations, convenience stores, and that's how children end up with them. And when a child comes across one of these edible products, they won't take just one. They take all of them.
Well, because they don't know that it's in it. It hits them later. And the other thing, not just the packaging, if you look at, the edibles on the inside, they look just like a candy.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, exactly like you couldn't tell the difference, really.
And taste like a candy. They're sugary, sweet treats. And, the important thing is when you smoke marijuana, the impacts are pretty close to immediate. And in edible, it's delayed by about 30 minutes. So that's why people can end up taking too much and it becomes such a dangerous situation.
And that's the point in terms of the danger, because we're thinking about, an adult who chooses to go out and buy something like this and not thinking about safe storage.
Oh, absolutely. And the side effects are pretty devastating, especially in children, especially children under 6. Vomiting, dizziness, anxiety, hallucinations, and that's the one that we see where they'll think they have like insects crawling on them. I mean, the reports to read when they're in the ER are heartbreaking. And there is no antidote for this. We can provide supportive care, but you got to kind of ride it out.
message to parents at home: kids are on spring break. You know, parents, you know, may not be able to take the week off. Their teenagers are at home, you know, on their own by themselves, hanging out with friends. You know, sometimes, you know, they get curious, and if they can go to the store, can a teenager go to the store who's not 18, for example, and buy this?
Not in Florida any longer by law. You have to be 21 now. That just went into effect in July of last year. But you know, as we know, sometimes
It's amazing what kids get their hands on.
it is crazy.
So having the conversation then with the kids as you head out the door, as parents head out the door to go to work.
Absolutely. And, you know, and that's the point of Poison Prevention Week is, that, you know, two things. We need products locked up, whether it's medicine, whether it's supplements, you know, even to some extent cleaning products, because we end up with people getting in there. And then two is to make sure everyone knows the Poison Helpline, 1-800-222-1222.
Easy to remember and an important number to memorize, by the way. We have it there on the screen again, 800-222-1222. Thank you, Mike, for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And stay safe. Have that conversation with your kids before you head out the door.